Lichens are excellent bioindicators, organisms used to monitor environmental conditions, especially air quality. They are sensitive to pollutants like sulfur dioxide, nitrogen compounds, and heavy metals. Lichens absorb substances from the air through their surfaces because they lack roots. Their sensitivity to airborne pollutants and environmental changes makes them good indicators of ecological shifts. By analyzing lichen species composition, distribution, and physiological changes, scientists can assess air quality and detect environmental stresses over time.
Based on their certain special features, they are classified into different types. Based on their growth, we have three different types. Crustose lichens are flat, thin, and without any distinct lobes. They are usually found closely attached to stones, rocks, barks, and the trunk of trees. Hematoma paniceum and graphic scripta are the best examples of crustose lichens.
Crustose lichens are generally the most tolerant of air pollution. They can survive in moderately polluted environments, particularly in areas with high levels of sulfur dioxide.
Then we have the foliose lichens. These are more attractive compared to other types of lichens. They are flat-shaped, broad, smooth, and leaf-like structures, with often reassembled, clicked, and twisted leaves. It hosts a distinct upper and lower surface. This type of lichens is generally found attached to rocks and twigs with the help of rhizoid. These are some examples of foliose lichens.
Foliose lichens are moderately sensitive to air pollution. These lichens start to disappear in areas with increasing sulfur dioxide and nitrogen oxides, making them good indicators of moderate pollution.
Fruticose lichens. These are the most important types of lichens, which are thin and freely branched. The fruticose lichens constitute larger and attractive growth, standing out from the branches of trees, foliage, and rocks. Cladonia, Ramalina, and Asnia are the common examples of fruticose lichens.
Fruticose lichens are the most sensitive to air pollution. They are typically found only in areas with clean air. Their absence indicates high levels of sulfur dioxide, ozone, and nitrogen oxides.
Seeing as some lichen are sensitive to changes in temperature and moisture levels, they can be an indicator of climate change, therefore becoming a very reliant monitor of an environment, especially when it comes to the analysis of forest health and assessments of biodiversity. Moreover, lichen can accumulate multiple metals, making them useful in detecting contamination in ecosystems.
Lichens are ecologically important to many national parks, and they have many benefits for nature. The health and survival of many ecosystems is usually linked to certain lichen species. For example, they serve as a food source and habitat for many animals such as deer, birds, and rodents. They provide nesting materials for birds. They protect trees and rocks from extreme elements such as rain, wind, and snow. And since each lichen has a preference for how clean the air needs to be, they can be used as an important tool for measuring air quality.
Lichens on trees are distributed not uniformly, and this distribution is influenced by several key environmental factors. First of all, sunlight is essential. Lichens that grow on trees need light so the algae or cyanobacteria that make them up can carry out photosynthesis. For this reason, lichens are usually found on parts of the tree that receive the most light, such as the upper branches and exposed section of the trunk. Humidity also plays a crucial role in the distribution of lichens. These organisms are very good at storing water from the air through their structures, which is why they thrive in humid environments. In rainforests or in areas where humidity is high, such as near water sources or in coastal regions, lichens can cover large areas of the tree. On the other hand, in dry or arid areas, the amount of lichens tends to be lower, since the lack of humidity limits their growth.
This is another important factor. Lichens are very sensitive to pollution, especially gases such as sulfur dioxide and nitrogen oxides. In areas with high air pollution, lichens may disappear or grow in smaller numbers. Therefore, if you see lichens in abundance on a tree, it is an indication that the air in that area is relatively clean. Finally, the texture and composition of the tree bark also affects the distribution of lichens. Lichens prefer rough and porous surfaces, where they can easily anchor. trees with raw bark provide a more suitable environment for these organisms than those with smooth bark.